Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at They Do Not Understand. This is a task in Wahweap Bay. As you can see, we are at the task pickup location, which is right outside where we grab the dinosaur bone right here. And we have to take it up on top of this hill here. Now, in order to get to this location, I definitely recommend either starting from this outpost here, or making your way over here from the Grand Canyon. It takes just a couple of minutes to get through this gateway from the Grand Canyon. You can follow the route along the road all the way over to where you can start the mission. Alternatively, coming from this northern outpost here, you can come right across the river here, and it's not too bad either. So once we're here, basically we're just going to grab the dinosaur bone. I think I mentioned this earlier, but we're going to grab that and bring that up to the top of this hill here. For this, I'm going to be using the 072, and I have a set of anchors with me. And the only other thing you need for this is an open inventory slot, which I do have. So I definitely recommend the anchors, especially for this one. Climbing that mountain, we're going to be going across a couple of really steep climbs. So there's a good chance we're probably going to be putting down some strategic anchors to get ourselves up that mountain. But we shall see. So I always recommend bringing anchors with you. They are so helpful. And if you're using the bigger trucks, jack screws as well. There's nothing more frustrating than, trying to be out here working on something and your truck flips over and now you got to go all the way back to the base or spend money to go back to the base, depending on if you've used your free recovery or not. And it saves a whole bunch of time. With the scout vehicles, you don't need jack screws. Like, I honestly would never recommend bringing a jack screw if you're doing a mission using a scout vehicle. Because all the scouts have autonomous winches on them. So if you, tip over your scout, like if I were to tip over this car, I could just put an anchor down and just pull myself back over with the winch. Big trucks, like the Step, the Action, the Tatra, those do not have autonomous winches, so if they flip over, you have basically two options, or three technically. You could recover, you can use a jack screw, or you can use another vehicle to pull that vehicle over, because the bigger vehicles, when they flip over, they're kind of stuck. So but yeah, that's why I always mention at the beginning of one of these, anchors and jack screws. It's either that. So anytime I'm with a scout, I've got anchors with me. If I'm using one of the big trucks, I got jack screws and anchors, because you never know. Anchors are honestly the most helpful thing you can bring with you on any expedition, because not only can they help right your vehicle, but if you're just getting to one of those climbs and you just are struggling to get through there, or you kind of find yourself in just like a bad spot and you can't really turn around, you can drop an anchor, pull yourself forward. Anchors are incredibly useful. So, like I said, we're most likely going to be using them. This climb we're going on to finish this expedition is a very steep, difficult climb. You can see it right there where we're going, right up ahead there. It's not an easy climb, and you will definitely see why when we get there. Don't worry, I'll show you how we get up there. Alright, so basically all we're doing since we picked up the bone, I know I was talking about other things, but as far as the route goes, basically just following the road up until kind of where that broken bridge is. And then we're going to go right across this rock bridge, and we're going to head to the right to get us up this mountain. And this is where it starts right here. This first part, not too bad. It's the middle section that is just horrible. As you can see, even this easy part, the Zero is starting to kind of struggle a little bit. So, just see what happens here. So, basically, we're just going to follow this path up here. We're going to stay to the left here. And you're just going to drive over whatever the shallowest rocks you can find are. As we make our way up. So right here, this is where things start to get a little bit more difficult. Or not. Actually, you know what? When I was testing this, I came in from up here. And that was bad. Don't go this way. This is the way I did before, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. And then I was like, oh, wait, I accidentally routed myself this way, which happened to be a better route. So if you're going up here, go this way. Don't even bother with this at all. This is terrible. This sucks. So yeah, we just kind of cruised up here. I guess we didn't really need the anchors at all. So, well, this turned out better than expected. All right, so... but we do still have a few tricky parts up here. So we're going to kind of go right down these rocks here. Just kind of make our way up here. And then this final climb, it's not as terrible as that other part that I actually didn't show you. So don't ever use that. But this part right here it's definitely steep. And there's some awful rocks that we got to drive over. So... see, we're getting there, but we're definitely kind of struggling a little bit. I'm going to use this tree. A lot of times you can use trees instead of putting anchors down. That's definitely helpful. And they tend to put trees by some of these more difficult climbs anyway. So we're going to go over here, and right now this is also like an alternative pickup location. So we're going to hold the action button, get to deliver supplies, drop off the dinosaur bone, and this is going to unlock the I Want to Believe sticker for your truck, as well as the UOD2 tires for the Tatra 805. So, hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!